Who are you? Are you signed? I'm a fan, you be slaying line for line. Where you from? You sound like my top 5. I like how you sing and rap at the same time. Are you famous? Do you have shows? Oh, you from Texas? I didn't know. Who is nice? Why is that on every song? Man, you next up. That's all I'm hearing on the road.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to do a story time on being vegan. It's something that a lot of people ask me about, so I thought that it would be cool to share my vegan experiences and everything that I know about it with you guys. So when I talk to a lot of people about vegan, they don't know what that is. Surprisingly, they don't know what that is because being vegan is a little bit different than all the other I guess you could say vegetarian diets out there. Being vegan means you eat no meat, no animal products at all, which will include no dairy, no seafood, no honey, just anything that comes from an animal you can't eat. So that's what makes being vegan challenging. And so when I explain that to people, then they always say, well, what can you eat then? So what can us vegans eat? But before I go into that, I left out another common food that we can't eat, which is eggs. So that makes a lot of people get shocked when you bring up things like that, like eggs, something that's very common, butter, they just get real confused as to what we can eat. But anyways, let me go back to what we can eat. So fruits, vegetables, grains, anything that's plant-based. There's a lot of different things out there that I didn't know existed as far as things that we can consume that are great and healthy for our bodies. It's so crazy. I know one of the things I like to eat a lot is falafel. It's this thing called falafel. They look kind of like hush puppies, but they're like part of the Mediterranean diet, and their diet actually has like a lot of cool things like eggplant and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of weird stuff that the average person will probably say is gross, but it's actually not that bad until you really have to like try the stuff so that you can gauge how it really tastes, or but yeah, that's pretty much what we can eat. A big question that I always get asked, and it's a very common question, and that's, why did I go vegan? And I went vegan because of the health aspect of it, how it's just better for your lifestyle, it's better for your body, it's cleaner. It just makes sense to me that the majority of our daily intake of food should be fruits and vegetables and things that aren't harmful to our bodies. I'm not a big freak on oh, animals are gonna be the death to you. I'm not like that. I'm not judgmental when it comes to that stuff. I guess it comes from me actually eating meat my whole life and just knowing how both sides are. And but what I can say in my experience of this transition, it has been better for my lifestyle, and I feel a lot better. I don't feel that sluggish. I can feel the difference. My vitals are better. It's just something that it just makes sense to me that that's how we should live. But there's other reasons why people do this, for environmental reasons, and obviously like meat health, and just like animal lovers like PETA, stuff like that are against killing animals and things of that nature. That's another reason why people do that. But for me, all those are big reasons why people are vegan, but for me, it's strictly for the health. Another misconception that people have on us vegans is that we like to eat meatless meats, as in tofu, or any meat that's made from soy or some type of I don't know, like it's a bunch of different things that they can make like different meat out of, or meatless meats. There's imitation shrimp, imitation crab. We actually don't. I can't speak for all of us, but the majority of us don't, because it defeats the purpose. The purpose is to, have the healthy lifestyle and eat the plant-based things. And when you go to eating a lot of the meatless meats, it's kind of defeats the purpose. I can say that it kind of defeats the purpose of living that type of lifestyle. The last thing that I always get approached about a lot is, how do I eat at restaurants? This is the most challenging and the most awkward, because restaurants, you don't know what they're cooking with, and some of the things that they can be cooking with are against the vegan diet. I know a lot of things I run into at restaurants is I'll order vegetables, but I have to ask how the vegetables are being made, and the waiter doesn't know, so then they have to go ask the manager, and it's just a big old thing just because I ordered some green beans. But the reason being is because a lot of places cook their vegetables in meat, like bacon fat, or like ham juice, or whatever it may be. It's some type of meat juice and stuff that they cook their vegetables in, which makes it hard. So you have to find a way to isolate that, so that you can get your stuff fresh or made how you want them to be. Desserts. A lot of the desserts in regular restaurants use egg, milk, so you always have to inquire and ask until you can find something that fits your diet. So it's a big confusion when you're at the restaurant, and it's just weird. But yeah, that's how my restaurant experiences are the majority of the time. So how I manage to overcome all of that, usually when I'm going to a restaurant or invited to go eat at a restaurant, I usually look at the menu beforehand and see what I can order on the menu, and try my best to figure out what kind of ingredients or things are made with what I want to eat. And also, if I'm going to family functions or to a place where I can't control what's being cooked, like catered food or whatever, I usually eat before I go. That way I'm not hungry, and my vegan diet is taken care of. That's all for story time today. If you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me about the vegan diet, you can go ahead and just comment below. I would love to answer those questions. But I want to thank everybody who participated in last week's request. It meant a lot. If you haven't already, follow me on social media. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This week's video's phrase is vegan. Comment below for a chance to be a shout out in one of my next videos. And on that note, it's time for a toast.
Like it's Tyba, like it's Tyba. We gon' kick it like it's Tyba. Like it's Tyba, like it's Tyba. We gon' kick it like it's Tyba.